3 top money mistakes you may be making. Hello, welcome to Women's Financial Empowerment Group. I'm your host, Ruth Agbeloso. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, like this video, and share it with your friends, and leave a comment and let me know what you would like to see me present on this channel. If you've been here before, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Please go ahead and like, share, do all those wonderful things, and remember to hit the notification bell. That way you'll know whenever I upload a new video. On this channel, I discuss all things money mindset, making money, saving money, investing money, and more. So you're gonna wanna come back to hear what I have in store for you. And if you wanna hear more about me and what I do, please stick with me to the end of the video and I'll share that information with you. Let's get into today's video. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 top money mistakes to avoid. And if you have already made these mistakes, hopefully what I share today will help you to stop doing them. Full disclaimer, I have made all of these mistakes at some point. So I'm not coming to you as someone who has never made mistakes, but I know that I speak to lots and lots of women, and more often than not, they have done all 3. So I figured, let me make this video to share with you, and hopefully we can get out of this money trap of making these mistakes, okay? So let's get into today's video. And before I get into the video, feel free at any time in this video, if you like what you're seeing, to go ahead and give a thumbs up to this video and leave a comment and let me know what resonates with you. Okay, the first one that I want to share with you, the first money mistake that a lot of people are making is with credit cards. Okay, I'm sure you hear a lot about, or maybe you've heard a lot about, keeping your credit utilization down to a certain amount. So basically, a lot of experts recommend 30% or less when it comes to using up the amount of credit that's available to you. I have other videos about credit scores and stuff like that. You can check those out. The point that I want to make in this video is not so much focus on how much you're using your credit, but being able to pay off what you put on credit. So in other words, not carrying a balance from month to month and not being able to pay that off. Because here's the deal. The reason why that's a big mistake is because you end up paying so much more for the items that you're buying over time. And it's a trap because you end up spending more money paying for a credit card than you do for investing and other things that you want to do. When we go to the store and we see something that we really like, yes, it's great to get things. It's great to get things that we love, that makes us feel good and everything like that. A lot of us, what we do is we see something that's on either a clearance rack or something that's marked down in some way, and we're like, oh yeah, let's get this. Oh, or we have a store card, which I'll talk about that in another video. They're like, oh, you can save an extra 10%. So those kind of things kind of make us like, yeah, let's buy that. And even sometimes we don't need a discount or anything. We don't want a discount. That's not even important to us, but we want that pair of shoes, right? Or we want that pocketbook or whatever it is, right? A lot of times it's things for the kids, right? Just be honest. Yeah, I'm so guilty. But anyway, so we see these things and we want them, we get them. Next thing you know, we're taking months to pay them off. So what we're doing is we've made a commitment with the credit card company that we are going to have this bill, that we're going to have this debt, that we are going to be giving them income for months to come. Instead of thinking about it in a way that, okay, we've bought this thing, we have the cash, we can pay off right away. We're just buying something because we have the credit and then we'll eventually pay it off. The mindset is what makes the difference here, because if you have the mindset that, hey, I have $30,000 available to spend, so of course I can get this, it's only $1,000 or it's only $5,000 or whatever the case may be, then we're gonna end up in that trap. But if we say, okay, you know what, I have $5,000 disposable income that I can use for buying whatever I want, or I have $10,000 to spare to buy some shoes or what have you, then we can say, well, okay, we'll put this on our credit card because I don't know about you, but I like to get points. I like all that cashback stuff. We put it on our credit card and then we know that we have the cash to pay it off. So avoid that mistake of carrying a balance from month to month on your credit card, because over time you're paying more for the items that you decided to buy. Oh my gosh, this is such a trap. And this is what I share with my clients. This is what I've been sharing for years. It's like, we just get sucked in. And sometimes it's things that we feel like we need. So there's no shame. It's not like, I'm telling you don't splurge or anything like that. I mean, there are times when I want to buy things just because I want to buy them. They look good or whatever. And that's totally fine. You work hard for your money. Why not? Or even if you don't work hard for it, it's your money. Spend it however you want. But at the end of the day, think about how this is going to impact you overall. Do you want to spend all of your time working harder, working longer so that you can pay more credit card bills? Or are you going to focus on buying the things that you can actually afford? Okay, so that's number one. Number two, and these are in no particular order as far as devastation goes, but the credit card one, yes, it's such a deep hole, it's such a deep trap that so many people find themselves in and unfortunately struggle to get out of it. Okay, so number two, borrowing from your 401k. Now, whether you work for an employer and you have a 401k through your job, or you're self-employed and you have a 401k, and I have a video about how you can do retirement as a business owner and things like that, so I'll link that video as well. Borrowing from your 401k may seem like a great idea, right? It's your money, you can do with it what you please, you're borrowing it, you're gonna return it. Sounds awesome, right? It's great to have that money available whenever you want to use it, but what is the purpose of that money? The purpose of that money is so that you can have money for retirement. That literally is what it's for. So if you spend a lot of time borrowing that money, that means you're not allowing that money to grow. And if you're not allowing that money to grow, then it's not going to be growing. And then what's going to happen is when it's time to retire, you won't have as much money because you did not let that baby grow. So it's important to be mindful of that. No shame. I understand that things do come up. Sometimes we have emergencies. Sometimes it seems unavoidable, but please, if you have not done this so far, please try to avoid doing this. Your future self will thank you, because if you are borrowing from your future self will suffer in some type of way. So figure out another way to get the money so that you're not hurting yourself in the future, because like I said, you keep taking it out, borrowing it, trying to put it back, you're not allowing that money to grow, because it's longevity that really makes an impact when it comes to investing for your future. Okay? So please, I'm not going to say a whole ton about this, but this is something that I see over and over again, that women don't have the money that they want or even need for retirement. Yes, I'm able to sit down with them and we can come up with another plan, but if you are in a situation where you have a 401k or any type of retirement savings, leave it. Okay? Try your best to leave it alone if possible. Okay? The third money mistake that I want to bring to your attention, it may seem a little bit obvious, and it kind of is connected with the first one about the credit cards, but not all the time. It is just not being able to delay gratification, or in other words, being impulsive with your money. I see this a lot, especially with moms when you shop with your children. A lot of times when you take these little people, and little people could be 20-year-olds, could be 18-year-olds, however, whatever age they are, you take them to the store with you and they want this and they want this and they want this. And I'm not blaming everything on the kids, because if we're being honest, we're that kid sometimes, right? But the thing is, sometimes it's best to delay what you want. It doesn't mean denial, but sometimes you need to delay it, because sometimes by saying yes to something, or I would venture to say a lot of times by saying yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Even if it's a trip that you want to take, it's great to take trips. I highly recommend taking trips, as many trips as you can afford to take. However, sometimes you need to avoid just being impulsive, because you need to have a plan. If you don't have a proper plan in place and you're just like going after things left, right, and center, you find that you lack the financial security that you really need. At the end of the day, you don't have as much money as you need for your future, or even your present. There may be certain things that you need to accomplish and you're not able to accomplish them because you've just spent your money here, there, and everywhere without giving it proper thought, without proper planning. So like I've said in so many of my videos, you definitely want to make sure that you have a great budget in place so that you have money set aside for impulse buys or things that just make you feel joyful. I mean, I'm all about feeling joy with the expenses, not expenses per se, but with the experiences that you have and things that you buy that make you look good, make you feel good, things like that. However, it's important to have a plan for your money. A plan allows you to have that security because you know that you're using money that's set aside for specific things and you're not going overboard, so that you still have that cushioning, you still have that security. So those are the three things, the three top money mistakes to avoid. I see these happening over again. Like I said, carrying a balance on your credit card from month to month instead of being able to pay off right away, borrowing from your 401k or other retirement accounts, and also impulse shopping or not delaying your gratification. Delayed gratification can mean so much. It gives you that discipline, and like I said, delaying does not mean denial. It doesn't, I'm not an advocate of not having that latte or not taking vacations or not buying beautiful things that make you feel joyful. I'm not the type of financial coach that's gonna say, well, you can only buy what you need kind of thing, or you can only have one vacation a year or stuff like that. Like, honestly, it's your money, it's your life, and you get to live it however you want. And like I promised, I would tell you a little bit more about me. I'm a financial coach and I work with women just like you to manage their finances better so that they can embrace a life of abundance and joy and have less stress. Because who wants stress anyway, right? And when we make these money mistakes, it really makes our life stressful. So if you are interested in getting some help with just looking at your financial situation and seeing where you can make some changes to set you on a clear path towards financial abundance, see my information in the description box and schedule a free call with me, and let's see whether or not we'd be a good fit to work together. One thing I have to say is that I will be closing out my one-on-one program pretty soon, and I will be changing that up. So I'll be working more with group coaching. So if you are interested in working with me one-on-one, you're going to want to connect with me quite soon. But if not, groupcoachingisthebomb.com. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you subscribed, and I hope you left a comment and let me know what you like. Definitely come back again. And remember, change your mind, change your pocketbook. See you in the next video.